Creative Women Mini-Con, September 29th. This is the 6th one we've done. And we have somebody very special here who's never done a convention at all that I'm excited to talk to, Carrie Alskar. September 29th, we are doing our 6th annual Creative Women Mini-Con. You guys have been here before, you've seen it before. If you haven't, this is the year you want to check out. We have everything from writers, novelists, comic writers, painters, just designers, crafters. There's so much going on that you're gonna want to come down here. You're gonna want to see what everybody has to offer. Check it out, say hi, support local, and of course pick something up. So Carrie, welcome down. Thank you for coming to the show.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, you like the way I say show, like this is like some actual production when it's going to YouTube. But welcome to the show. And as I mentioned, this is exciting because you actually have not done a convention yet. This is a first time period for you.
Yeah, my first.
That is awesome. So then why don't we go back a little bit? How long have you been doing art?
Since I was really little. I've been always doing something artsy, but I really got into it probably after high school.
So was this kind of thing what you gravitated towards, this kind of style, or did you have to kind of find out what you wanted to do?
Whenever I was younger, I really liked doing like manga and cartooning. But
okay, that was kind of the gateway into taking it to a different direction, because
so
I honestly don't really see the manga there. So that was like where you entered and then you shaped it and turned it into something your own.
Yeah.
So, okay, so when you first started getting into it and you started drawing, was it just pencils? Was it inks? Did you go straight to finished products?
I actually had almost like a mentor. She was my cousin's girlfriend at the time.
Okay.
They're getting married soon, but she had this style of like manga that was like gorgeous and line work, and she used these pens, and one year my dad asked what he should get me for Christmas, and that's when it all just started rolling, I guess.
Started coming together.
Yeah.
So then what do you do? So you just do your artwork to do it? Is it something at this point, because you're sitting on your prints, you've got these things, do you do it for people? Do you just do it for yourself?
I kind of do it for myself, but I guess I would give it as like presents and things for family members or
that's perfect.
Other things.
I mean, those are perfect presents. I like that kind of stuff just because when you're doing a piece of art like that, you actually have to put some thought into it. You have to think about what they would enjoy, and it takes time to do it.
Yeah.
So, and this kind of artwork makes perfect gifts for your loved ones, because this is September 29th. Not too far afterwards, you've got Christmas coming up. So just think about that. Think about what you see at the Creative Women Con that might look good not only on your own wall, but on a family member or friend's wall. So let's take a peek at these. Actually, let's start with the prints, because those came first, right?
Yes, these definitely came first. I've been trying to build them up for a little while, but they're still not like a billion yet.
Okay, so you're doing them yourself. Now, what format do you do these things in?
These ones, I usually start with about a regular size piece of paper, because it's easier to work with. And if it gets too big, it gets really awkward.
Yeah.
But I like to use pen and ink for pretty much everything. I can't use a computer. It's sad.
So you're not colored on computer?
No, I can't.
So, okay.
Yeah. So it's all Copic markers or Prismacolor markers and ink.
Okay, yes. You slowly flip through those.
Yeah.
And what I like, here, I'll hold them. You can flip through, or you can talk about them. What I like about it too, about what you just said, was the fact that you don't use a computer. Now, I understand for everybody who uses a computer how easy it is, and I don't mind. It's just part of the process. It's the way you do it now.
Yeah.
But what I really enjoy about something like this is that there's an original out there somewhere.
Yeah.
There's something unique that is out there, and of course we've got some fan art here.
Definitely.
And so, what's the inspiration behind these ones? Because this is the only one I'm seeing that's fan art, right?
Yeah, she. I try not to steer towards fan art as much because I feel like it gets produced a lot, but it's still really fun to do.
It is fun to do. So then, what's the inspiration behind the ones that you do?
The ones that I do, I guess, kind of obsessed with like nature and almost a little spiritual, I guess. You see there's eyes in like random places and patterns. And
yes, on the knees, on the hands.
Yeah.
And then you've got this one here. with the tree trunk.
Yeah.
Okay, so nature and the spiritual.
Yeah, and crazy hair.
And crazy hair. Do you spend a lot of time in nature?
I try to. Recently, it's been a little more difficult, but
But
definitely
in
get
general,
back there.
you do. Okay.
Yeah.
And this
He's
one.
a squire.
Okay, I was gonna say this is much more of a fantasy
Yeah.
style thing. This is going back to your manga roots.
Yeah.
So these ones you did, you printed them, but you haven't really done much with them.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've given them to some friends or. You know.
I've made a t-shirt out of a few pieces
Oh, sweet.
sometimes, but that's mostly because friends are like, that'd be cool on a shirt.
Do you have a shop online?
I used to have an Etsy, but that got a little tedious. I'm probably going to work towards having an Etsy or something of the sort again. Right now I have a Redbubble.
I honestly don't know what Redbubble is.
It's gotten popular recently,
Okay.
and most of the artists that I love use it, so I figured
Is
I
it a
would try
store or is it
It-
like a Tumblr where you're just showing art?
It's like a store that has a lot of options for you to put art on, so you can put on t-shirts or posters
Oh,
or
gotcha.
stickers.
So you produce your piece of art and then you
Yeah.
have the option to do it all and then people can purchase whatever they want.
Yeah.
That's actually really nice. What's the name of your store in there?
Alskar Bear, Alskar, and then Bear.
And then Bear. So, and we'll have links for you guys. And of course, make sure you go to the Creative Women event page on the Empires Comics Facebook page so that you can check out all the details. We posted stuff about a lot of people, and we're going to be posting things about everyone, so you can follow them, so you can track them down on their different social networks, and of course, so you can communicate with them if there's things that you want. You can also go to empirescomics.com and check out the events there. So let's go into these because this is your new stuff.
Yeah.
This is what you have actually been working on.
Yeah.
And these are all hand drawn.
Yeah.
How are you doing the colors on these?
Those are mostly Copic markers or Copic markers.
Is that your favorite?
Yes, they have a really awesome brush tip, so they're easier to work with than the Prismacolors that I've had for years.
And you've been producing these. You're going to have these at Creative Women.
Yes.
Okay, excellent.
I'll have
So
a lot of different.
and she'll have more. There'll be different varieties. And just like we've said before, actually, I should ask you this first. If somebody was to communicate with you and say, "Hey, I like this particular thing. Can you do it?" Or do you take commissions?
I do. I'm actually open completely for commissions right now too.
There you go. So if there's anything you like, if you like her style, if you think of something that would fit it, if there's something you saw here, make sure you communicate with her, send her a message and get a commission. Or you can just come down on the 29th and you can she'll take commissions there. So these will be here, but you have a couple of unique little things. And this one I'd seen, but I didn't really realize, which was great. You can see, tell them a little bit about this.
I call her Wonder Mom because it's like a play on Wonder Woman.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why the baby's all in stars and she's got her stripes. It's also got a little shout out to Creative Women's Minicon.
If you look on the bag, I don't know if you can see it there, but it says it on there, which is really neat. I didn't realize it until I was actually holding it and saw it, but it's a great little, and it's a sticker.
Yeah, so you can remember the event after the event. So
Now, are you a mom?
I will be very soon.
Okay, so this is in anticipation of
Yeah.
that. And I guess to help you with that, you have not tarot cards,
But oracle cards.
Oracle cards. I was just told about these. I don't think I've ever heard about them.
Yeah.
Obviously, I know about tarot cards, but tell us what oracle cards are.
Oracle cards are sometimes, but typically a smaller deck that maybe don't go as in depth as tarot cards, but they're also really fun to use. And they're not as typical as
Can I help them?
a regular tarot deck. Yeah.
Okay, so now these will not be available for Creative Women. You will be able to take a peek at the sample one.
Yeah. Actually,
But
I have a picture in my binder.
you will also be able to take a peek at them, and then she'll be able to let you know when they're available and where you can get them, most likely on the web. But let's take a peek. There are some instructions.
Yes,
Which is
I have
perfect.
instructions.
And then, I don't know what each of these mean, but I guess just like tarot cards, it depends on the order and how you pull
Yeah,
them.
how you draw them.
So these take a peek at, guys. And what were you going to show us? Oh,
Yeah,
the full,
I have a
even
full
better.
spread of the cards. But I'll have information on how to get the cards once they're produced more than one set.
Okay,
I'll have that at the con as well.
that's perfect. And then hopefully you'll have. Well, no, you've got that. What is it? Red Bubble.
Redbubble,
Redbubble.
yes.
That's already up.
Yes.
Okay, so you guys can check that out now, and then she'll get the Etsy if you like Etsy, and there'll be more options. Plus, you can get things while you're down here. So where can they find you? Is it all Alskar Bear?
It's Carrie Alskar, or
Okay.
Alskar. Alskar on Instagram is mostly where I stay.
Okay, so check out the Instagram, check out the Redbubble, and then come down September 29th. Check out everybody's stuff. Come and meet some great people. And of course, if you see something, support local, pick something up, whether it's for you, whether it's for a friend. We'll see you guys in the shop, and thank you very much for coming down.